Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We're live.
What'd you forget?
I forgot to bring my computer over so we can read the questions.
There's questions? Welcome, everybody, to Chris Cooney in the kitchen.
Burger Boys live. We're doing a live in the kitchen. We're going to make some food, but I got to go grab the computer so we can read. Oh, yeah, we should probably turn those out. Oh, what is it?
A moth? No way. Dude, he's cool. Remember that Bjork video with the moth in it?
Bagel.
Long time ago, guy. How do you turn this light off?
Like this.
Oh.
Because it makes it look, it's got a weird green tint. So let me grab another light. Hey guys, what's up?
So today we're going to show you how to make delicious vegan burgers with bagels as the buns. Can you believe that?
We did that yesterday, kind of.
What, did you make tofu?
I did.
Tofu scramble or
breakfast sandwich.
with like scramble or with like a solid
no, straight up solid. Pan.
Straight up, now tell me, is it gonna be you and me forever? All right, so today for the burgers, we've got.
We don't have to get into it right yet.
We're just gonna forget it. I'm hungry.
I know. Okay.
I was thinking we could make one burger to pregame, and then I can eat that, and then we'll make the real burgers afterwards. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Okay. You know what else I have that I'm not that hungry to do it, but I was going to do a taste test because I bought like all this new stuff from Trader Joe's, and they have like all these cookies and
all right,
fall themed.
Oh, okay. Well, you should save that for like an actual video.
Okay. I don't even know if we're even live. Are we live? Oh yeah, Burger Boys.
Who's that?
That's a commercial.
Yeah.
Let's okay, here we go. That's us. No, that's not us. That's like
an old video.
That's an old video. There. We'll go over here, and then there we are. Now we can read the questions. Comments.
Oh, that's me.
That's us. Okay. Oh, there's Mike McNally, and also Linda and Ari and Zach and CDA, and the vegan metalhead and produce. Hey everybody. We are just getting started here. Okay. Let's do this so like it's actually going. Wow. No, we didn't freeze up, but that was funny.
You're frozen.
We froze. What's up, Chris G? Juno. Yesterday was the Syracuse Veg Fest.
Yeah, we were going to talk about that.
We were, and now we are. We were both there.
Yep.
Yes, we were.
It was a little chilly out. A little chilly, but it wasn't. It didn't rain at all. It was outdoors, and you didn't have a tent. So
I didn't. It was a little windy, yes, and but I had a lot of hoodies for sale, and I was wearing the long sleeve. Yeah, I don't know.
So you were dressed to impress, is what you're saying?
Kind of.
Yeah. It was the lines for the food truck or for the food vendors. They were like wicked.
See,
long.
I didn't really see them. I was on the other end, and I kind of stayed at my battle station. And the only time I left was when I went. Well, near the end I saw you, but earlier on I went to the stadium to do my cooking demo. So I did my cooking demo, and I made breakfast sandwiches, and I made French toast. I talked about and it was my vegan anniversary. Yesterday was my vegan anniversary. I've been vegan for 29 years.
29.
There I was, you know. But anyway, yeah, I told my vegan story, and then I also told how I started the Vegan Zombie, and obviously you were a part of that.
I was part of that.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing your family there.
Yeah, my whole family was there.
I got to meet Charlotte for the first time.
Charlotte, she's awesome.
That was cute. She came up and gave me hugs. I got met Logan for the first time too.
Oh my God, he was crazy, just going around,
zipping around his wheelchair.
Wow.
At first he was cranky. He didn't even say hi to me, but then he warmed up. Yeah. They always warm up to old Uncle John. Come here, little kid. Sorry, there was a really creepy what are they called? Where it was hiding?
Oh, under
the drain? Storm drain?
Storm drain?
There was a storm drain right across from the Mockingbird Pavilion. And I was like, they all float down here. Nobody laughed, though. Chris? Yeah. Are you still here or?
I was just gonna go play Nintendo real quick.
Okay. Anyway, did you put the burgers in here?
We're gonna make burgers.
Burger.
The Burger Boys. The Burger Boys. Logan is in a wheelchair because when they were in Germany this summer, they went to Germany for a couple months for work-related purposes, and he's a wild one, and he was going down the slide and he broke his tibia, and he's in a cast, but he's jumping around and he's
Pat said he's got 9 days left and then the cast comes off.
Yeah, his cast is almost off, so it's been a little bit. So they'll have to find out about that. I posted some funny things that he was doing on Snapchat today because dude, he's wild.
Yeah. He has 2 kids, right?
Pat has 2 kids, yes. Macy. Oh, and I gotta post a picture because they were both wearing my brand new vegan zombie hoodies. I got some cool pictures, but I can't show you because they're on my phone, and my phone is right there.
Phone's right there. You're the phone. You guys are inside of Chris's phone right now. How does that feel? A lot of perverts in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeez. Hey Sarah. Yeah, VegFest was it was chilly, and I sold a lot of shirts. Saw my family. Saw some friends. Saw some. Oh, you know what? Wait, where? Dynamite Stick was there, right there. Dynamite Stick. I saw Dynamite Stick. He was wearing one of the first vegan zombie shirts, a Zombie Crew hoodie. And I'm like, dude. And then, we became best friends again. And then, who else? So this lady comes up and she's like, I'm Deviant's mom. I'm supposed to say that Deviant sent me. And she's like, I have no idea what that means. I'm like, I know exactly what you mean. DeviantArt is from Syracuse and he's always on here.
Oh, fun. Okay.
So.
Did you get to eat anything delicious? Did you have a favorite thing that you popped in your mouth?
I really barely ate at all yesterday. When I made the French toast and the breakfast sandwich, I had a little sliver of the French toast. It wasn't made for anybody to eat, but there was barely anybody there. My parents were there and they all came down. So I cut it up into like really small pieces and I gave some to everybody. I took a bite of that. And the breakfast sandwich went into quarters and I took a piece of that. I think Craig had some of that too. Craig videotaped.
Oh, I didn't see Craig though. Did he just like videotape?
Videotaped. He bought a shirt. He went to Funkin' Waffles, and I think he left. I saw his sister there too.
Okay.
We actually had a sign language interpreter in my video, and she's like, "Hey, I don't know if anybody here needs it, so we don't have to do it, but if you want it, we're here." And I'm like, "We're gonna do a video for YouTube, and that would be awesome if you want to stand in front of the podium." So I'm over here like, and I remember when I got to this part, and I'm like, this is a non-stick skillet that I just got, and I was like, it's cadmium. How do you sign cadmium? And she's like, you just spell it out.
She could talk?
It was no cadmium free. Oh yeah, she could talk.
Nice. Why'd you say it like that? Oh, she could talk. I'd be like, hey, can you talk dirty to me in sign language?
2 white horses fell in a mud puddle. What did who make? So.
Oh no, Holly retracted a message. I hate it when they do that. I never know what they say.
What? I thought we were friends.
It's probably because she's married.
John so bad. Oops. Yeah, so we're gonna make burgers, and John was like, what burger should I get? I'm like, get the don't have a cow, man. Because
the thing is, Chris, it was a good choice of burger because I feel like the size of that burger is the exact size of these bagels. Let's pop one out for scale.
Yeah, so these are the bagels by Wegmans.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. These are the ones I always used to get back in the day. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but these were my bagels of preference. And then in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then all of a sudden, one day they made them not vegan anymore. But they made them vegan again. They actually say vegan right on them.
No way. That's awesome. It's perfect.
I know.
See, it fits perfectly.
I know, right? And I really like those. I really like these burgers.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make 2 burgers. And I'm going to use the bagel as the burger and the burger as the buns.
You are outstanding.
I'm going to reverse burger.
Original.
I'm going to reverse burger.
Let's turn this on. We're gonna cook with the cast iron because that's just the way I like to do things. We're over here. We're making some dog food for the doggies. Here's one doggy right here. Come on.
I was thinking, do you have any like
Hi.
lettuce or tomato or anything?
I don't have any tomato, but I do have.
Hi.
I do have some lettuce.
All right, we have some lettuce. You want onion on it or no? Pickles?
I don't. I got these, but I opened them and I just.
Oh, I love bread and butter pickles.
Yeah, but they don't taste like the bread and butter. There's something wrong with them. Try them. They're so gross. Try one.
That's pea.
No, try one for real.
All right.
Just actually try one.
Are you sure it's not poison?
Poison running through my veins. No, this is some of the ingredients. Isn't something weird about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh, I can't. I did the same thing you did. I'm like, oh, I love these, and I was, no, I don't. I actually put them all over my burger, and I tried one, and I was like, I took them all off my burger. We're gonna use BioLife because this is like leftover from the demo that we did yesterday, that I did yesterday. Cheddar mix of no all American.
Oh, okay.
I really love these burgers. These are the Wegmans ones, and they're only 110 calories, like you care. And they're smashed thin, which I like. I don't like the big juicy ones.
Yeah, they're harder to eat. Real messy.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch your burger.
Don't.
I just did the dishes, so we got all these silverware ready.
Okay. Lettuce for you. Look at how much lettuce I'm gonna have. That's a salad produce. You see that? Classic American salad.
We do have onion right there, that big one.
Didn't you say you didn't want onion, or you do?
I like onion.
You like an onion, huh?
You want to cut it? I'll let you cut it. Let me grab the good knife.
That should be the name of our show. Come on over. You're
The Good
watching
Knife.
The Good Knife with Chris and John. With John and Chris. Do you want me to use this cutting board, Jeff?
Yeah,
Should
sure.
I get a different one? You know, an onion has many layers.
Like a smunion, right? People, my niece likes it when you call it the one-yin and the smunion.
Yeah. Which niece?
Katie said
Katie
that.
needs a napkin.
Yeah.
And then the littlest one. What's the newest one's name?
Christopher?
Really?
Christopher?
Dude, he was a little happy little baby, and I gave him a mockingbird picture. He wouldn't stop like yelling, so we gave him a picture frame, and Brian goes, "Is that made out of glass?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm gonna use a little bit of this. You know, we're gonna use a little bit of this with the bagel. It comes out way
Oh
better.
no, that's I hear you. A little bit of butter goes a long way, bro.
Bruh. We need another camera over here. Cooking with the beans. Dude, this is almost like back in the old days when we used to cook together. Remember that? We had a show on YouTube or something?
Yeah.
And we used to do Vegan Zombie.
I told the story about like our Germany tour. It's what, it's cool to brag. Like I
went to Germany.
I released a cookbook with my friend, and we did like a little cookbook tour in Germany. No big dick. Deal. I also tell the story about how we drove all...
You're out of focus. What? Are we out of focus today? I can't even see what we look like here. Can we see? It's just hard to read the questions if it's down like that. Do we look okay? Do we look like a bunch of bums?
You're a bum!
You're a bum. I don't know. Okay.
I told the story about how we drove all night, and then we had to give that presentation. We were so delirious.
Soul Engine. Oh my god.
Yeah, yep. They gave us free knives. Free knives, Chris.
Free knives. Oh, I might still have it. Let me see. It's like one of my favorite knives.
I broke mine.
You what?
Yeah. Piece of trash I am. Do you toast your bag or no?
I just said I put it on there with a little bit of butter.
Yeah.
This is it. Remember? Soul Engine?
Oh yeah.
That's
Look
it.
at her.
It's so sharp. They're like, we're known for making We're known for making knives here, and they gave it to us.
You know what we should do? We should go door to door and sell knives.
And if they don't buy them, then what? We just...
We remember their address and we list their house for sale.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. What am I even saying?
I'm gonna put on this animal sanctuary hat. It's not even... So we're both wearing an animal sanctuary hat. Or no, an animal sanctuary piece of clothing.
Who is it? What is it?
Arthur's?
Oh, Arthur's.
Do you know-
Arthur's
do you know it?
Acres.
Do you know it? You know it? Man!
Did you butter your biscuits already?
No.
All right. We don't have a side though. You're not very hung.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Because I've got a lot of stuff. We got dog food on there too, so...
You want some dog food?
You know, I like searing the onion up.
You want to do yours too?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna butter up my bagel.
Oh. Who's a dogger?
The donger.
All right. What kind of condiments do you like to put on your? Where are you?
I like the vegan mayo.
Okay.
Um,
what do you have? Veganese or do you have?
It's the Hellmann's, yeah.
All right.
It's almost gone.
And then I like a little mustard on mine.
A little mustard and a little ketchup too.
Okay.
Little ketchup.
Stone ground.
Little
catch.
mustard. Stone ground. Mustard.
All right. What about?
You could
No.
you could use those, yeah.
No, forget it.
I mean,
Just forget it.
do we want
Forget it.
vitamins?
You want to put some? We're a Flintstone kid.
10 million strong and growing.
Fudge brownies? Ew, allergy friendly?
Yeah.
Forget that. I want all the allergies, bro.
You can see my eyebrows all as well, huh? And growing. Come here. Look at, that's the camera. No.
Oh, hello. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna slap a little bit of steam, melt the cheese.
You got, there's a top for it too.
Don't tell me how to cook.
Don't do it. Give him the stick. Ice cream sandwiches.
Me. Do you want one slice?
Yeah. I mean,
No, that's one slice is fine.
one slice is cool. I do want one slice.
So
But I want
now
one
take
more,
You
too.
take a little bit of water, Chrissy Mike.
Yep. A little bit of water, steam it up.
Splash it in. Oh. And then you put this top on here. And she's gonna melt. Like butter.
Ezekiel's a sous chef, yes. He's right here. He's just looking right at me.
Oh, there's the moth.
There's the moth. Just as long as it doesn't fall in there.
In the food or in the frying pan?
In the frying pan.
Or the sound of searing. This is the sound of searing. Dun 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 dun.
And in my cast iron I steamed.
I may have told these guys in a live the other day. Well, a couple people.
Can you hear us from way back here?
Can you guys hear us? I went to a place called Unbeatable. It's an arcade.
Yeah, I
bar.
heard about that.
And it's
down near Albany.
yeah, it's really good. It's good.
Yeah.
I went with Aaron. Girl Aaron.
Girl Aaron
Yeah.
and guy Aaron. That's funny because when I lived in Florida when I was like 19, 20, there was a girl
In
Aaron.
1920?
1920. 1995, sorry. When I was 20. 1990?
I know what you meant.
No. Anyway, there was a guy Aaron and a girl Aaron. Because there were two Aarons. And we're like, which Aaron are we talking about? Guy Aaron, girl Aaron.
They were different Aarons than what I'm
Different
talking.
Aarons.
Did they spell them differently?
Yes.
Yep.
But they sound the same.
Alright, so now we got...
But he's got all these friends named Aaron, and he's always like talking about Aaron, and I'm like, wait a minute, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Alright, so we got... Our onion is nice and seared. Now we gotta slap our bagels on
Well,
there.
yeah. They come out so good like this. Aaron is your middle name? Now I know your full name. your real name.
John, Aaron, Ted.
John, Bob, Frank, Ted.
Yes.
John's got like 4 first names. Okay, these ones are mine right here. The ones I got my paws all over.
Okay.
And then you can pull that out and put yours down there. Oh, that's yours. Look at that.
That one's mine.
Yep, sure.
Because I got 2 cheeses.
That's cool. I already had cheese today.
cheese.
I went to my brother's house.
Which brother?
Brian. My whole family was there. Sister, brother Pat.
Yeah.
Everyone was there.
Aw.
Because my parents, I shouted them out yesterday during my food demo, but yesterday was their 50-year wedding anniversary, and I'm like, no, not the day before. Yesterday was my big anniversary. The day before that was their 50. And the very last thing I said was, obviously I wouldn't be up here speaking
if my
if
parents
it wasn't
didn't
for them. John. 50 years. Thank you, Chris G. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Always. Sarah, I'm sorry I didn't go to the P.O. Box yet, but I will be going this week. Not only for that, but because I have a package that showed up at my house, my other house, and I have to go pick that up. So I'll go there. I'm sorry. It's just not close to where I am right now. I mean, it's not that far, but they're doing a bunch of work to the highway, and it's gonna be like really. Is that you don't want them more done?
I'm hungry.
I know he's being impatient like I normally am.
You need a little patience. Yeah.
I just found these at Walmart. And, if you don't mind going to Walmart, these are chocolate bars, and they're vegan. Guess how much they are?
$1.99.
Nope. $1.
$0.99.
$1.
$1 even?
$1.
With no tax?
Yeah, there's tax, I think.
All right, taxation with representation. That's what I always say. I've never said that.
Your parents just celebrated their 55? Boom, like what day? Like right around the same day? Either way.
What do you say?
Congratulations. Congratulations. Ooh, this is looking good, John.
I want it now.
Let's see if we can think of. Do you want to think of like every 80s wrestler we can? Or is that just not fun? That might not be fun.
Kerry Von Erich.
Big John Studd. Junkyard Dog. King Kong Bundy. Kamala.
I don't. You would win. I don't.
Ravishing Rick Rude. Randy Savage.
Macho
The
Man.
Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Randy Savage. The Red Rooster. Demolition.
Oh, look at. She's got a little char on her.
But that was a good one that you said, Terry Von Erich.
He was one of my favorites. That's why I remembered him.
Didn't he die early?
Yeah, I think like his whole family did.
Yeah, what the hell happened?
I don't think you can say.
Let's get into that. Let's do a deep dive tonight.
I think that
True
it was,
crime.
Self-inflicted.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep, I think all of them.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Yeah, Mike.
Jake the
Junkyard Dog.
Snake Roberts.
Sting.
Oh my God, Sting. Chris.
Ric Flair. Woo! Jake the Snake. We already talked. We did. Mankind. That was a little bit later on.
Yeah, that was the 90s. Nice.
That was later on in life, guys. But as soon as you heard, I am a real American, Hulk Hogan comes running down. No, he didn't run. Ultimate Warrior ran. Honky Tonk. I remember that day. That's the first day I really liked Ultimate Warrior, the first real day they had him. Honky Tonk was the Intercontinental Champion. He's in the ring going like he didn't have... Whoever he was supposed to wrestle didn't show up, and he's like, I will wrestle anyone you put out here. And all of a sudden, Ultimate Warrior ran down there. Boom, boom, pressed him, threw him on the ground, and won the championship. And I was like, that is my favorite wrestler in the whole world.
He died too.
I know.
Dude, everybody dies.
I know. Randy Savage, I think he was having a heart attack and he crashed his car and He lived in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh,
I lived in Sarasota, Florida. I could have been there.
yeah, you could have saved him.
Or I could have been hit by him.
Oh. Let's get a good cross section of this Bagelberg 5000. Oh, just oozing with flavor. Oh, look at
The
her.
Flavor Lords.
Oh.
We'll put some of that. Oh, that onion is perfect.
All right, it's gonna be messy.
Oh, there's that. I'm like, what is that? It's the moth. Man, prophecy. Oh, that was messy. That was real messy. Look at Zeke thinking he's gonna get some. He's just like, whatever, guys. Come on.
I'll just pick up the slop.
Oh, Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Yep. Any karaoke tonight with John? Nah. We don't have a karaoke machine. Look at mine. Mine is like, I don't even know what to say. I didn't really have the heart to tell you, but I'm not really that hungry.
Chris.
I was at my brother's and they had pizza and I'm eating pizza and you're like, burgers? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. And I'm like, I gotta stop eating right now.
Well, if you would have said no, I would have had Franks and beans.
No, this is good.
It's just that nobody wants to make burgers all alone.
Nope.
Chris, I was told you had a lot of these someplace.
Uh-huh.
Where?
Let me go grab them for you.
They're too far away? They're in your secret stash of all your... That's where you keep your stacks of money and gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Bagel bars. All the things he doesn't want me to see.
I don't like these, so you can have as many as you want.
Wow.
They were given to us for the movie and nobody drank them.
Coconut water.
I don't like coconut. Look at my burger. I saw an alien movie last night.
Which one?
No one is coming to save you or something like that. Debbie, you're awesome. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I'm out of breath from bringing those up. I can go run like 2 miles, but like I go up the stairs, I'm like, I've been running because from here to there is a 1/4 mile and back. So if I go down the dead end and back 1/2 mile, so I just do that like 8 times.
Oh, wow. I don't like to run.
I know. I go and do it to the zombie apocalypse.
See, I'm one of those guys in the zombie apocalypse that you're like, that dude, he does not take care of himself. There's no way. But I end up making it to the end.
Right, and you're gonna.
There's like a. I'm
Wherever you go,
you're
you're gonna make food. Oh, kind of like the vegan zombie.
You see the movie with Brad Pitt, Bullet Train?
I know what it is, but I didn't see it. Is it good?
Well, yeah, but like that movie, it's so many like. It's like a stroke of luck. Just so many things that are. He's unlucky, but the luckiest guy in the world. That's how I would be.
I feel the same way, Holly. Running, not my favorite, but afterwards, I'm like, I feel really good.
The last time I ran, I couldn't walk for 3 days. I got a bad body.
You do. You have a bad hip. You can't really run.
I can't have the runs.
What if you're on not like the running machine, but the elliptical? That should be okay for you.
I might. I can try that. Swimming would be good for me. Swimming would be good.
My brother just told me today he got a Nick around pool.
I saw it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't. You saw it before me.
Well, it's not done yet.
Right.
He's still got to get the around it filled in. But
Actually, my niece
it
told
looks
me.
so. Oh, did she really?
I got a pool. I'm like, yeah, right. What kind of pool? A big one. And then I'm like, wait, really? I'm like, Pat. They're funny.
Yeah, they're definitely fun to be around too.
Happy birthday, Tommy's brother.
Happy birthday, Tommy's brother.
How old is Tommy's brother? I met Tommy's brother, right, at the movie?
Yeah. What?
Hmm. I almost just gave them something away as a secret. I'm like, oh, the day that.
Oh. 15. Yes, he was there. Happy birthday, Riley. That was fun, hanging out with them.
I remember when I was 15, all I wanted was I'm like, all right, damage control. 1 more year, I'll be able to drive. 2 more years, I'll be out of high school. And now I'm like, come on, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Now I'm like, bills.
Yeah. Like the Bills, like the
Not the Buffalo
Bills,
Bills, like paying bills.
We gotta see Buffalo 66 again sometime.
I do like that movie.
Is this a shifter car? I drive cars that shift themselves. You know what a Cadillac Eldorado is?
It's a luxury car.
It shifts itself.
I'm sorry I made an oniony mess over here.
I know you'll eat it, John.
We're just a couple of guys sharing a cutting board on a Saturday night. What do you say you come on over and share a cutting board? What with the Good Knife Boys? That's the name of our...
The Burger Boys. Tommy, I remember I was with Jeremy, right? And we were at the New England Veg Fest.
Cutting board confessionals.
Hands down, this is the best cutting board I ever remember.
Oh, I'm kind of full right now. I'm gonna take. Dude, if you eat more...
I'm like actually, I could keep going.
Okay, here's the thing. You'd be proud of me.
Mm-hmm.
I had nuts and fruit for breakfast and lunch today. Dried nuts and fruit. There was some sugar in it. I didn't put the sugar in it. The manufacturer did.
Okay. At the Syracuse Veg Fest yesterday with all that food, I barely ate anything. I tried a couple little things, but when I was leaving, Jared, who does PMA Foods, like he does the, he supplies different companies around here with cheese that he makes, and he used to sell like mac and cheese out of the place and stuff like that. But he's like, you want some gravy? I'm like, what are you talking about, gravy? He's like, well, we got some gravy over there at Function Waffles. I'm like gravy? Like, he's like, yeah, mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come over and grab some gravy. So I go over there, and this other kid he was with, like, you want some potatoes with it? I'm like, yeah. So they gave me a bunch of potatoes.
Was this after the Veg Fest was over?
Yeah. And they poured gravy on it, and oh my God, that was so good. I'm like, this is so good. But then I needed a drink of water because it was like, I'm trying to swallow. I'm in the middle of the parking lot, and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm running to my car, like, come on, I gotta find some water.
Did you have water in the car?
Oh my God, thank God I did. Because when you get that, something stuck in your throat, and you're like, I can't swallow.
Was it like going slowly down your esophagus?
These potatoes, and the only thing like lubing them up was that gravy. But it was good. Funkin' Waffles. I didn't go there when it was like, the lines were out all the way to Texas.
They were long for like a good 2 hours, 3 hours of the fest.
Oh, you know what? I grew my own potatoes, and that's all I got out of the entire pot. That's all I got. And these little tiny carrots.
Oh, look at them. That's cute.
Little tiny potatoes. So I need to. I'll boil them up and I'll do one mash.
No, dude. You know what you should do?
What?
You should do something wicked fancy with them.
Oh, like a nice baked potato, like looking perfect.
Or
and
like definitely do like turn this one into like the most elegant but Hasselback. And like this one right here, like roast these perfectly and then slice them in half, gently carve out the center, mash it, stuff
Twice
it.
baked?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
like two like tiny toy and dead serious, do something wicked good with these like
put a toothpick in them and like put them on top.
No. You should definitely stuff this one inside of this one.
Oh my God.
Inside of this one. It'll be like, what's it, that the Russian...
Yeah. Oh, get away from there, Zeke.
Oh, no.
Plucked it out of the ground.
That's fun, dude. You grew those. Those
I
are
did.
your babies.
It took like 3 months to grow just like 3 potatoes.
And that's going to tide you over for a whole winter.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. My brother gave me a bunch of treats from Germany.
Where are they?
I mean, I'm going to do a video on it. We got a vegan's bar. It's like a Snickers. We got that.
Hands off.
Get your hands off. That's what I was waiting for.
Ooh, there's goo inside of it.
And we got that.
Oh. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Chrysler car.
Like the muffler?
Football cream.
I ate it all.
Oh. I'll save this for the ride home.
Really?
I don't know. I might eat it.
Okay.
I'll slow it down. I'm just slowing down a little, Chris. I got a small stomach.
Since when?
That's a good point. People change.
People change. Supper pass. Supper pass.
You guys can see Zeke right now?
He's right there.
I guess he's in the...
Hi.
Aw, he's a cute
Hi.
little
Hi.
guy. He's a
Hi.
cute little guy.
Hi.
You like the scratches?
I know.
Oh, are those for him?
Well, for him and Indy. So that's one for you.
Oh, that's a good guy.
He's like, I can't. He can't go through there because Indy. And there's one for Indy.
Aw. Indy.
Okay.
I bought it.
That's all we got. Making burgers on a Sunday night.
We're just a couple of guys making burgers on we're sharing a cutting board with the Good Knife boys.
The Good Night Boys.
Good Knife.
Good night. Ooh. Let's see what everybody's doing in the chat. You guys want to do Q&A? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I have a couple questions for you guys. Who do you think you are? What gives you the right?
Okay. Thumbs up for sharing a cutting board, yeah. The eating challenges, I did one of those with Craig and I just like ate until I was full and I was like, oh, I'm good.
I quit.
I quit. I got some pizza for free.
Do you want to put this in the fridge?
Well,
You want to put it inside of something?
I gotta put it inside of something.
Inside you.
Inside of me, it's not a part of you. It won't even fit in here. This is a huge onion. Got it at a farm stand out by Quebecca's. Yeah, good stuff.
Was it Quebecca's or was it not Quebecca's?
It was on Filer.
Okay.
And it's only $1. Everything they sell is pretty cheap. Really good. This won't fit. It's like a snake trying to eat. It ain't working. It's making me cry though.
Don't you?
Okay.
Crap. You tried to put an onion in there and it didn't fit.
Should have done this in the first place. Okay, well, we got that done. We're making some dog food, and now you've got our undivided attention.
Now let's just stare at each other in silence. Hi.
What is for? See, Linda's already talking about dessert.
Oh my God.
What is for dessert? Dipping some chocolate in some peanut butter. You know what peanut butter is really good? It's not. It's actually not even peanut butter. It's vanilla almond butter. By a guy named Justin.
It's got people in it.
Oh my God. It's Soylent. It's Soylent Green.
Silent Green.
Hey dudes. You should be sleeping, but you're getting the munchies and you're watching us at 1:41. Oh, so you're probably over on the what? The UK or somewhere over there, close to.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in the UK.
Not quite Germany. Germany's 6 hours.
Maybe Sweden.
Ooh,
Maybe
Sweden?
Bulgaria. Are you in the Balkans?
Are you in the Balkan Peninsula?
Wait, 8, 9. Oh. Wait, what's non-available? Thank you for the. I guess that's anonymous, right? I don't know. It's not showing your name unless your name's not available.
Their name is not available.
Oh, well, thank you so much for that super chat. Let's see. Chris Mann. That is with its best to wash them burgers and fries down with some kombucha to avoid choking situations like that. Scotland. Okay, I've got a friend that lives in Scotland.
Cool.
So 5-hour difference, right? Yeah. Because it's 8:40 here. How's Scotland right now?
What's the weather like in Scotland?
What is the... Okay, that's...
How we doing? How's the dog food?
I think I'm going to turn it off and just let it rest.
Let it ride for the night?
Yeah. And then by the time... Maybe it'll be cooled off enough to give them some. But I got some sweet potatoes I cooked up for them.
Ooh.
You know, back that's what I used to give them all the time.
Yep, I gave my dogs some today before I came here. No, I'm sorry, I gave them pumpkin.
Pumpkin's good too.
They do love the canned pumpkin.
Yeah, I got some canned pumpkin. Canned pumpkin, guys. Any new houses?
No.
No.
I'm not even looking right now. 2 more weeks, I'll start looking again. I did kick a hole in my parents' wall.
How? Not because you got mad, because you don't do that anymore, right?
I don't do that very often.
Oh.
But I got a little mad yesterday.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't find the keys to the car to go to Veg Fest, and I kicked the wall probably like that hard.
Oh, you just put a hole in mine.
And my foot went right through it, and I'm like,
oh my God! Well, good thing you're a handyman.
yeah, my parents are out of town till Tuesday.
They're watching this right now. Remember that time we went to Alaska?
Yeah, my parents were there.
And they surprised you.
No, I knew they were going.
Oh, you did? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That could have been such a good story, and no, it's not.
They surprised me. They did surprise me.
I thought when we got off that one time and we were going to walk around, they were right there, and we're like, what? And they're like, surprise! and we saw all those bald eagles.
Where were we?
And we saw a bear. Alaska.
I remember the bear and the porcupine. I wasn't much of a bird guy back then.
So, anyway, it was cold out and my phone had died and John still had battery juice and there was literally a bear walking next to us. No enclosure stopping this bear from being where we were, and everybody was like, "What? There's a bear right there." And I'm like, "John, my camera's not working. Get a video of it." So he's like, and I looked at him doing this, and I'm like, "Oh," and he's like, so we got a video of it because of that. But
barely.
Barely.
Oh, barely. Huh?
Barely.
Oh, huh?
Yeah, if you went to my parents' house and you took the paneling down, you would see all the times when I was younger that I got mad. Hole, ninja, ninja, ninja. You know,
Brian's
throwing stars, throwing knives, darts.
Brian's closet door. just
Just
the whole thing was just a hole. It was just caved in. Not funny. Tempers are not funny.
Somebody else wanted a camo hoodie too, so I might have to order something. If a medium works for you, I got one. I got the one that I made that night, but other than that, that's the only one I have right now. Somebody else wanted a large as well, or an extra large at the Veg Fest.
A camo hoodie. Imagine if you had a camo hoodie on with your camo pants.
I would not do that.
Like, where's Chris?
Let's see
I
how-
just see a pair of braids
Let's see how
dancing around the kitchen.
Let's see how that would look.
What's up? We're the camo bros.
I'm a camo bro. Just trying to... Nope. What are you doing, dude?
Let me put my balls on that sweatshirt. Are you a good dog? No.
I still got to open a vegan cuts box, so we're doing epic lives this month. I got to do another live. Yeah, maybe I should give Zeke a hoodie. A hoodie too. And he's right down there too. He's behind the camera.
You be a good boy.
And he growls at Zeke every time Zeke walks by him.
Away from me.
What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Little Zeke boy, huh? What are you doing? You being a good boy?
Oh, that's a naughty dog. What are you doing up here?
Hey.
You're watching Zeke.
What are you
It's
doing
Zeke
up
too.
there? What are you doing up here? Are you trying to like watch what we're doing?
Oh, buddy. You gotta go.
Oh, you were gonna come to the. How long does it take you to get here, Tommy? Probably like what, 6 hours or something? What else is new with you, John?
Well, Fall Fest is going to be happening at Mockingbird on October 7th, so that's going on. We're planning that.
Okay.
I had to buy a new car. The Jeep finally shit the bed.
And you gave it away to somebody?
I traded it in for a very small amount of money, but I'm just happy it made it to the dealership.
Right.
Like, it got to the point where the last few days, it wasn't going above 40 miles an hour for the first 5 minutes. Then all of a sudden, it would be like, I'm a Jeep.
Yeah.
And then it would start going. Now I drive a proud owner of a Chevy Cruze.
Tom Cruise.
A Chevy Tom Cruise. I could get her up to 140 if I try.
Going downhill off a cliff.
If you drop me out of an airplane.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I bet it's better than my car because my car is really old right now.
It's older than the Vegan Zombie is.
It is it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
What year is it?
You had that car since like 2000.
Oh, my car?
Yeah.
No, my Vegan Zombie is 1 year older than my car.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, my car is a 2010.
Dang it, I was so.
And when I get in it now, when I start backing up, and it's like, you can hear the back going.
Please. recycles in the house.
Do I have a Land Rover? No. I've got an Impala. It's a big car. I like it. I like that I can put that many bodies, that much in the back.
I could not fit all of the merch for Mockingbird in my little car. I had to take my dad's pickup truck.
Oh, I remember that pickup truck. He'd be at the property when we were filming, and he'd give me the key, and he's like, "Yeah, just get in there."
And you'd get in there, and there's like candy stuck to the dash, and there's flies flying around. It's just solid.
Yeah, it was nice.
Perfect.
I was talking about the set that we built out on the property in the way back. Because I met, there was a guy that was going to do, he's a professional stuntman. And he's vegan, and he lives out in LA, but he also has, a place here. And when I was leaving Veg Fest yesterday, he's like, "Hey man, it's me." I was like, "Oh my God, we ended up doing this instead. And then this happened, and then this happened." And so he, if we ever do another one, here and he's in town, he's ready to fly out of a helicopter.
Heck yeah.
If you guys could have any vehicle, what would it be? One of those big dump trucks that the wheels are bigger than my house. Because I don't even know how to get up there. No, I don't know. If it would, I used to have a truck. I really liked my truck. But if I could have the brand new best Ford F-150 or something, that'd be nice. But I'd also like a Tesla too. But I want something if the electricity goes down, I can't drive a Tesla. But also off-road and stuff. Or a tank.
A tank.
No. Remember Tank Girl?
No.
Okay. It was a movie from the 80s, maybe 90s. Why are you gonna give me that special car that I want?
Imagine if somebody's like, if you could have any car, and
then all of a sudden it was in the driveway.
And they're like, look out your
window. Oh, by the way, I know where you live.
You're like, look out your window. They're just naked. Ooh!
Oh, you want this car?
There's no car out there. That's just you. You weirdo.
Wait, the braids are great? What are you talking about?
Oh, somebody said you look like a little girl. It was the best thing I've ever
I look like a little girl? Oh my God, Pippi Locking.
You look like a little girl, dude.
Wait, Pippi, what is it?
Those braids make you look like a little girl.
Wait, what is it? Pippi?
Longstocking?
Longstocking, yes.
Punky Brewster.
Yeah. I wonder if people told Vikings that they look like little girls.
No.
No?
I don't think.
No.
I don't think so. They were...
sometimes I don't want to wear it back, and this is just easier. It keeps it out. I don't want to shave it off, so, it's just something different. It's either down, it's pulled back, or this. It's just it's just easy.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look like a little girl, it's your prerogative, dude. It's fine. So maybe that's what he wanted to look like, Graham.
Yeah, Graham.
Why don't you back off?
You look like my grandma.
Your name's Graham. And that's fine. See, it doesn't matter what you say. If you sound mean, it scares them away, I think.
What was the most private thing that you wouldn't tell anybody in high school that you would tell people now? I'm putting him on the spot. He doesn't want to.
I don't know.
I just made that question up. I thought it'd be fun.
That's a good question. I'll keep thinking. Let me dig.
Okay, what was a song that you really liked when you were in high school, but you would never admit it to other people, but you might listen to it when no one was around? You don't care now, but back then you'd be like, I can't let Brian know that I listen to this.
I liked Korn's "Falling Away from Me."
Okay.
I liked Mud Shovel by Stained. I liked a little bit of some new metal stuff that I'd be rocking out in my car, but I would never tell anybody else because those were my hardcore days. And I was kind of like a hardcore gatekeeper.
What about Nickelback or anything?
Never liked any Nickelback songs.
Look at this graph.
I never liked them. I still can't get into country music ever.
Country road, take me home. Yeah, I mean country. Yeah, same. I mean. A little bit of Willie Nelson, a little bit of Johnny Cash. Is that even country?
Country western. That's a little different. That's more like folky kind of stuff, you know. I'm
Okay.
talking about like you're like I don't even know what you want to call it, modern country, you know.
Modern country, like the Buffalo Blues, and I drank my beer, took my truck out there over in the rear. I don't know.
What kind of country songs
I
are
don't
you listening
know
to?
what I'm listening
Right?
to, John.
Old country's the OG. Yeah, there you go. Garth Brooks.
The thunder rolls.
Girth Brooks.
Girth. Bullet Brook. What did name something that maybe you did that was really bad that you did not want your parents to find out. You're like, I cannot let them find out that I did this. Either to the house or at school, like when you were in high school kind of stuff. Like, I cannot let my parents find this out.
Well, okay, so I was in the kitchen.
Yep.
And I got really mad. And I went to throw my Gatorade bottle, plastic bottle. I went to throw it at the chair in the corner of the living room, right where the basement door is.
It went through a window.
And it went through the went above the chair, and it went through the window, but it broke in a perfect circle. So like you could fit the Gatorade can or the Gatorade bottle like all the way through the. I have no idea how the glass broke like that.
What'd you do?
I called my brother. I'm like, I don't know.
We got another non-available. Thank you. It's another non-available. Hey, John, I know what you did last summer. Face turquoise covering eyes. What'd you do?
What did I do last summer?
Thank you for the super chat.
So that was something I didn't want my parents to find out, but I did tell them. I haven't told them about the hole that's in the wall yet.
There's a whole. Oh no.
The one I just.
Well, you could probably fix that before they.
I don't think I can fix it and paint it, but I can definitely.
You can be like, look, I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah, they're like, dude, John, you're rock bottom, bro. You're living here. You're kicking holes in our wall. Your dogs are here. You're 42, bro. You're 42. Grow up.
I don't know. I can't think of any like.
I like those questions though. Those are fun.
Okay, like Did you? Okay. You gotta have stories like that. Did you ever, when you were back in high school?
Okay.
Did you ever like sneak out of the house and go do something that you could have gotten in trouble for? Or just sneak out of the house and get caught, or I don't know.
Okay, so high school, not so much.
Middle school.
Middle school, yes. I did get in trouble once because I hung out with Chrissy a little too late. Yep. Chrissy H. Until like 2 a.m. And my parents were like, look I know that like you're a good kid and everything, but we just want you to be home before we get up to go deliver newspapers. And I'm like, you know what, guys, that's fair enough. So I was home before midnight every night after that. But in middle school, my next door neighbor, you know what I'm talking about, Dane and his brother,
yeah.
Lauren, and 2 other kids from down the street, we all got outside, we drank some whiskey and some Mountain Dew. Ill. Whatever, though, you had to cut it with something. You're a
Cherokee
kid.
Red.
You're right? You're just a kid. So we go down. Don't, you guys, please don't tell anybody this. This was a long time ago. Statute of limitations. We go down to the elementary school where your sister-in-law works.
Okay.
We take the bike rack. We stand it on its end, and we climb up onto the roof. That was a lot of fun.
Oh my God, and you didn't get arrested?
No one ever knew. And I got away with it.
I didn't.
Did you get caught doing something?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Okay, it was like, we were like, I think I just turned 16, and it was the night before Easter. I was at my friend's house, Matt, and it was a really foggy night out there, and like, we didn't mean any harm, okay, but we were like, at that time, we were like practicing like ninjutsu. We thought we were ninjas and rolling around in the dark, you know, like training, and we went over across the street from his house because, well, first of all, his parents were really strict. They were military parents, and they had company over, so they basically were like, get out of our hair. So we went outside, it was dark out, and we went across the street where there's the elementary school I went to when kindergarten through 5th, back in the day, Bolivar.
Okay.
And there's like a wall there that has these little brick things that even when I was in kindergarten I tried to do it, they told us not to. But we climbed up on top of it and we were on the roof with our flashlights, okay? And like I said, it was foggy, so we were pretending we were Star Wars. Luke! We were like, doing lightsaber battles and stuff. One of the neighbors sees us over there and sees like people with flashlights on the school, and they call the police. And this is like one of the teachers from the high school. Like Mr. Wade. And so they call the police and like, there's people trying to break in the school. So we get down and we're just like kind of walking around with our ninja stuff, like training. And all of a sudden a car pulls into the Bolivar school. And we saw the car headlights and we just start running. Run! And we're running as fast as we can. There was 3 of us. One of us went right in the woods. Me and Matt, we just started running as fast as we could up the hill where the soccer field is, in through the woods, and we turn around. It's a cop car coming up onto the soccer field, driving right up there and getting stuck. And we went right through the cow fields with all these cows late at night. I'm like, we're gonna get ran over by a cow. And we get out of there. We're all muddy, okay? I think I was wearing like a thermal and whatever. And we get out onto the street, and we made it out of there. Like we could have got away, but Matt's like, we start walking on the road. We got back down on the road, and we're walking by the canal. And anytime a car, I'm like, if a car comes by, luckily not many cars came down that road. I go, if a car comes by, I'm literally jumping in the weeds. And a car started coming. I'm like, Matt, let's get in the weeds. He goes, no, just I'll talk if anybody's. I go, Matt, no, we gotta go in the weeds. We gotta go in the weeds. We gotta go in the weeds. It's a cop pulls up to us. We don't go in the weeds, and he goes, what are you boys doing? Like old country road cops back in the 80s, 90s. And Matt goes, we're coming back from my friend Victor's house. And he's, dude, totally sounding like a lie. And he goes, we fell in the mud. And, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he goes, get in. I'm like, oh my God. So we get in. They take us down to the station. They try to charge us with like robbery and all. We're like, we didn't try to break in anything. So we actually got charged with like a very minor offense, basically being at a school after dark. I had to do community service. It was stupid. And then all my record got expunged at, I was only 16. But my dad went down to the town office and got all of my stuff. So there's no record or anything because, it's, when you're a minor, if you don't do anything again, like it gets expunged. And I have the picture. And I remember they took us down. They put handcuffs on, like, they didn't put handcuffs on us like this, but they handcuffed us to the bench. And they had to take a mugshot of us. So they were taking a mugshot of Matt. And I think Matt had like green hair and it was like a skater cut over like this. And he's got his glasses on. And the cop is getting ready to, focus the camera and everything. He focuses it and Matt's sitting here like this. Big smile, biggest smile on his face. And he goes, do you think this is funny? And so Matt just got in trouble because he was smiling. He goes, this is not funny. You are being charged with a crime. And like, all this stuff. So he takes a picture of Matt. And then when he goes to me, I'm like, so scared. I can't laugh. So I'm like, so there's a picture of me that my dad got back. It's a Polaroid picture of me when I was like 16 years old. I think I had red hair. And I'm like, I'll find it for you someday.
All right, good. You should post it on Instagram.
I should go run down there and grab it right now.
They call them criminal craze.
Criminal craze. So anyway,
did the FBI bring that up to you when you?
No, but that's something that like you don't have to like say, because it was like expunged or anything. Yeah. But I still did for the FBI. Like, oh yeah, when I was 16, like it was like criminal trespass in the third. Which is nothing. It means you're out of school at night. That's all it is.
They're saying you should make that mugshot into a t-shirt.
Into a t-shirt? Yeah. I get my 16-year-old mugshot. I've got so many stories to tell you guys.
I would 100% wear that shirt.
There's another one that, like, okay, the only other time something happened, like, I feel like I never should have been technically arrested ever. But, like, that one, technically, we arrested you when you were 16. And, like, going, because I went to school for criminal justice and everything, and I did internships with police agencies, and I became a special investigator. But knowing what I know now, and knowing how the police work and all that, doing internships with them, they had discretion that night. They had total discretion, and they used the worst discretion possible to try to charge 2 16-year-old kids was something like
Well,
that.
this was Chittenango?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Those cops had been a-holes ever since.
Yeah.
Remember that one guy? It was a kid, pretty much, like a young guy. And he would pull people over for going 1 mile per hour over. He was such an a.
It was probably the guy that, yeah. I don't want to say names, but yeah.
They like to scare the kids. You punk kids, no rollers, no rollerblades.
Well, no joking around. When I was like even younger than that, there was like we had an altercation with neighbors and stuff, and it was just I was out by my cousin's house and whatever, and there was really no supervision. And one of the kids at that house threw a rock and broke his own window, and they tried to blame it on me. And I'm like, I didn't do it, dude. I didn't do it. So the cops came down. They're like, oh, we want him to come down the station and do a report and everything. And my mom's like, for what? Blah, blah, blah. So anyways, I went down there and I had to speak. So they have me, like a 14-year-old kid, in the station. And that same guy that ended up picking us up or anything, that old guy, like crooked is the crooked backwards cops you could think of. This is what he said to me. He's like, are you good? Did you break that window? I'm like, no, I didn't break that window. And like, I'm like, it was, I won't say the person that did it.
Peter Prentice.
No.
All right.
This is what he says to me. He goes, do you see this? That's a gun. I'm the one with the gun, and you're the one sitting in the chair. So when I ask you the question, you're going to answer me truthfully. He threatened a 14-year-old kid with a gun. And he asked me again, and I'm like, I didn't break the window.
Say it again, mother.
Come on!
Wait, what didn't you break? I broke the window. Please don't kill me.
Yeah. I mean, I could keep going, but I feel like I probably shouldn't say too much more.
Yeah.
I got some funny stories that, I mean, I don't really care about now, but there was another one that happened on, kind of down where you live. Down on Route 31.
Where your old friends used
Yes.
to live? Okay.
I think you know this one. Should I tell it? I've
What?
already said, like, everybody's going to be like, no, I won't tell it.
Make my day.
Yeah, seriously. And I was a skater kid. Totally. Oh. I should do a whole stream where I just talk about that kind of stuff that happened.
All the crazy stuff that happened when you were a kid?
Yeah.
I can't really, not a lot of crazy stuff. We did do some cool stuff though, like back in the early 2000s when we used to have the New Year's party at my parents' house. We cut a hole in the lake together. Not me and you together, like all of our friends.
I never did that, but you guys did it. I remember Mike did it.
Tim did it.
Tim did it. Everybody did it. And I guess that was the only smart one, right?
It wasn't the smartest thing to do.
No, but it is actually really good for you. It boosts your immune system.
And that's why...
Who'd have known?
That's why I'm never ever sick.
Yeah.
I dipped in the lake that one time.
Dipped in the lake. And one time you dropped the axe in the lake.
Did I get it or did I lose it forever?
No, you guys got it.
I did?
Yeah. I don't think it was that deep.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like up to here or something. Maybe Mike's the one that did it. Somebody did it.
It was cold water.
Yeah. You broke windows as a kid? AJ. Yeah, I did some crazy things back in the 80s, early 90s.
Bowling in the middle of the street.
Bowling. How long have we been on? 7, 8, no, about an hour and a half maybe. Not even a ticket. Good going, Tommy. I've got a clean record, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. Obviously, I wouldn't have a top secret security clearance if I did.
You have top security clearance?
I did when I was an investigator.
I've never been arrested before.
I shouldn't. There's one other time, but like if I told you it, like I probably just since I said that, I should probably tell the story. Because I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have been for what happened.
Okay.
But it was the messed up laws. Okay, so here's what happened. So that night that I was with my friends, I was like 18. This is after the first one. I was 18, and we were dropping my friend Tom off. And so I had another friend with me too. And when we did, it was just getting dark out, and he lived off of a main road, 31. And this car was like tailgating behind us. It It was really weird. And when we pulled in to stop, he stopped right outside there. And we're like, what the heck is this guy doing? And he yelled something at us, and then he took off. And we're like, okay, whatever. And we were like, and then he comes back, and he yells something again, and then he goes away. And then he comes back up again, and he yells something again. And then my friend that's a little bit crazy walks up to him, and he's like, what are you doing? And he takes like crutches, and he throws one into his car, and the dude takes off again. And then this sounds crazy, but straight out of a movie. I pulled out of the driveway. I had a Chevy Cavalier. It always was breaking down, and then it wasn't starting when I was out there. And the guy pulls back up, and he pulls right behind my car. So at that point, my one friend was standing in his main house because we just dropped him off, and my other friend runs across the street, and I kind of hid in the bushes, and this guy comes out of his car with a hatchet. And he's like, what? And he's drunk. And he's like, where are you? I'll kill you. And he comes up to the front of my car. And I'm standing in the bushes right next to him. I'm like, shit, this guy's going to hit me with an axe. And he starts hitting my car. The front of my car. He starts hitting my car. And I run across the street with my friends. Just as that's happening, my other friend, Chancey, he gets out of work. He just got out of work from UPS. He was working at UPS, and he was on a motorcycle, and he saw us all outside because he's friends with us, and he saw us all at Tom's. So he pulls in, and he's like, what's going on? Look, this guy's trying to attack us. And he turns around, and back then, because I was a skater, and we went hitchhiking, and we did all these things, I had pepper spray. He's like, do you have your pepper spray on you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, give me it. So I give it to him, and he walks right up to the guy, and he's like, what are you doing? And the guy goes to hit him with the hatchet, and he goes, and he sprays him. And then he runs back over with us, and the guy gets in his car, and he takes off after he got sprayed with mace, after he's attacking us with a hatchet. So as this is going on, we tell my friend's mom to call the police. This guy's attacking us. So she calls the police, and shortly after, as this guy just takes off, the troopers show up. Troopers show up, they get out of the car, they're, what's going on? And as the troopers are talking to us, this guy comes back around again with his lights off. And the trooper goes, okay, hold on, you guys stay right here. He gets in his car, he flies down and pulls the guy over, and about 10 minutes later, he comes back with the guy in the back of the car. And he's like, the guy's drunk, but I gotta ask you something. He says you sprayed him with something, and he's got some chemical on his face. And we're like, we could have lied, but we're like, yeah, he came at us with an axe and we pepper sprayed him. He's like, okay, let me see it. And we grabbed the pepper spray and showed him. And so he's like, okay, so let's go down to the barracks and we'll do a report. So we went down to the barracks and we took a report. And he's like, I was the most naive, nice, gullible kid back then, sheltered, whatever. And they asked me, they're like, okay, do you want to press charges on this guy for doing this to your car? All this stuff. And I'm like, I mean, is he a bad guy? And they're like, it's up to you. Do you want to press charges? I'm like, I'm a nice guy. I don't really want to press charges on him. And he's like, okay, you have a certain amount of time to press charges. If you do, if you don't, let us know. So I'm like, okay. So we talk about it. A couple days go by, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, the guy messed up my car, and I was straight edge, and I'm like, he's drinking and driving. He could definitely kill people. And so, you know what? I do want to press charges on him because I don't want him to do this to somebody else. I don't want him to kill somebody else. I don't want him to hit somebody else. I don't want him to drunk and drive again. So I went back down to the barracks, and they didn't tell me this. If I knew, I would have been so different. But I go, you know what? I do want to, so me and my friend come in there, and we're like, we do want to press charges on this guy because of, what he did. And he goes, okay, so since you press charges on him, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you. And we're like, what? He goes, you're both under arrest. And we're like, for what? And he's like, well, you had possession of a noxious substance, which was pepper spray. And my friend used it. So I got charged with possession, and he got charged with using pepper spray on a guy that was coming at us with an axe. So we got arrested for that. So we had to go to the courthouse, and they tried to throw the book at us and give us all this community service. And we're like, what? We didn't do anything. So anyway, they ended up giving us an ACD, which is adjournment and contemplation of dismissal. So if we were good for 6 months, it would be expunged from our record, which we did, and nothing ever happened with it. But the funny thing is I found out who this guy was. And apparently this guy went to school with my mom. My mom knew him, and she's like, yeah, the guy was kind of bad news, whatever. But later on,
he died.
well, I don't know if he's dead or not.
Oh.
But listen to this. So later on, I started going to school for criminal justice years later, and I ended up doing an internship with the police department where I'm from. And so that meant, like, you know, I put on I didn't have a gun or handcuffs, but I put on like a police shirt, and like I would, you know, have a clipboard with me, and I'd, you know, be professional, and I'd ride along with them, and we would, you know, I did the night shift, you know, like with them, and we would ride around town and do our blotter and all that stuff, and nothing would ever happen. Well, there was one time where there was this guy that was drunk in public, and he was carrying a bag of booze with him, and he was causing a ruckus. So we arrested him, and he came back to the station, and I found out what his name was, and it was him. It was the same guy. So the guy's sitting there, and he's complaining. He goes, I want a jacket. I'm cold. I want a sweater. I'm cold. Give me a sweater. He's being a dick. And then the guy that I was doing, the cop that I was doing the intern, and he's handcuffed to the bench. And the cop is like, all right, Chris, just wait here with him. I got to go down and do some reports or something. You chill with him, make sure he doesn't go anywhere. You know, he wasn't really a threat. So he goes down the hallway, and as soon as he left the room, I go, hey, Rick, remember a few years ago you got in that altercation with that kid on Route 31, and you hit his car up with a hatchet, and you were drunk driving? He's like, yeah? And I go, that was me. He's like, oh.
You know what I would have done?
What?
I would have said, so the cop leaves, right?
Right.
You look for a weapon.
You look for a weapon.
You say, you see this gun here? I'll...
Anyway, true story. Karma. Guy did. I don't think I should have been arrested for being like just, you know, defending myself with pepper spray. Oh my god! So now you guys know all my secrets.
Chris. I should probably go in a minute.
Yeah.
Dogs. I have dogs.
He's got dogs. I've got dogs. You know, you can get going with these live streams and keep going. You know, so.
I'm just gonna leave while you're still alive.
No. I'm saying sometimes like time gets out of your. You know.
I see.
So we're gonna get
going. Been okay too. If you want.
No. I got stuff to do too. Like I got to clean up and take the dogs out. Thanks for watching.
I want to thank you all for having me.
Yeah.
Inside of your computer.
Oh yeah, I keep trying to turn it off here, but I can't. I got to turn that off over there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the super chats, everyone. Let us know if you like this like little form video, just chilling with you guys and making food. Have a great night. Watch out for zombies.
Cooking with a vegan zombie.